Everyone, this is Larry with Today I Feel Like. Today we're going to take a look at the Fulaim X3. These are wireless microphones and it has a full kit inside where you're going to be able to use this with your smartphones. It has an Android adapter or Android receiver. It has a Lightning receiver for people who have the Lightning iPhones. And it has two transmitters so that you can mic up two people at the same time. But we're going to get everything out of the box, see what it looks like, and then I'm going to hook it up to my iPhone and to an Android phone, and we're going to see how it sounds. So let's jump into it, and here we go. All right, here is the box. Let's take a quick look around. We can see here it says it's going to be the X3. It's going to have active noise canceling microphones there, wireless microphones. And on the back, you can see we're going to get a transmitter. We're going to get the Type-C RX or receiver and the Lightning receiver, and then we're going to have the charging case right there. So on here it says like showing like only one transmitter, but there should be two if I'm not mistaken. So you can see here it says this is the X3 combo. You can get this with just the X3 Lightning or the X3 Type-C, but if you want them both, you can get the combo. So yeah, all right, let's go ahead, open this bad boy up, and we'll see here we're going to get the owner's manual right there. So we'll set that off to the side. Here is the charging case, and we'll see if we can slide that out there. We'll set that here for just a moment. And then we have the accessories in here. Let's see what kind of accessories we're going to get in here now. So let's take this, stick that in there. So it looks like we're going to get a couple of cables in here. We're going to get a, looks like a Type-C to 3.5 millimeter adapter. So we have that if needed. We have a Type-C to Type-A or Type-A to Type-C adapter there. So that's nice to see. We have in here, it looks like, I don't know what this is. Maybe a lanyard of some sort? Oh yeah, that's what they are. Ooh, look at that, strong magnets. So we have a couple of necklaces here that we can use so that we can actually attach, and let's see if I can get those off. Those magnets are strong. So basically this will go around your neck here, and then the one end of this will go onto your transmitter, and the other end will go onto your shirt there. So, and there's two of these here. So yeah, all right. Now inside here, it feels like these things were attaching. So there's some metal in here, it seems like, and I believe these are going to be little dead cats. I'm just going to rip that plastic open, see if I can get these out. And yeah, so this is going to be a little dead cat that you can put onto the transmitter. And let's actually get everything out of here as well. So here we have this is going to be one of the transmitters. This is going to be a little clip that you can use to clip it onto your shirt. And this is going to have magnets in there as well. Now, if you wanted to put this onto your mic, I believe it attaches just like that via the magnets so that you can have that ready to go. And we're also going to get two of these so that we can actually get everything paired up and mic up two people if we needed to mic up two people there. So now we're also going to get our Lightning receiver here. And on this side, you can see it's going to have the USB-C port so that we can actually, let me just double check that to make sure that is actually a USB-C port, and it is. So there you go. That way you can actually keep your device charged up while you're using it. And I think this might be a mute button. I'll have to see. I'm not sure. I'll have to try that out. And then on here, we now have the Lightning, or excuse me, the USB-C receiver. And we're also going to have the USB-C charging port right there. Same button, which I think is the mute button. And you may notice right here, these are actual lights that will light up once you have them plugged in. So if I go ahead and let's just grab this for my Android phone. Let me put my code in right quick. I don't want you guys to see that. So now if we go ahead and plug this in to my phone, get that plugged in right there, and you'll see that's going to start lighting up right there to let me know that it has a connection, there's power to it, but it's not actually showing that the microphones, I think, are connected right now. So let's see if I take this out here. And I think I might actually have to turn the mics on. So let me see if these are on. And yeah, so now you can see that one of them is solid because it's actually connected and ready to go. If I push the power on this one here, and there you go, you may see the blue light connecting on there. And now both of these lights are actually on the phone because both of the transmitters are active and ready to go. So yeah. All right. That's everything that comes in the box there. So let's go ahead and test out these. These microphones. And I'm going to use my Android phone first since I already have it set up right here. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to film a clip here in the studio using the built-in microphones of this phone. And then I'm going to go ahead and plug in the wireless mic. Now, I haven't made any adjustments. I'm not going to make any adjustments to the mic. I'm simply going to put it in the basic camera mode and test it out because I think that's how a lot of people who are using a microphone like this will do it. They'll just turn it on the basic camera app, plug this in and start filming. So that's how I'm going to use it and see how it sounds. Okay, so I'm now using my OnePlus 12 and I'm just using the built-in microphones of it here in the studio. And yeah, I have the receiver and the transmitter ready to go to hook up. So let me go ahead and plug this into the camera or to the phone in this case, and let me hook up the microphone to me. And then we're going to see how this sounds in comparison. And you can tell me if you like the audio quality, the sound quality of the built-in microphones or the X3 microphones. So let's find out. All right, I went ahead and hooked up the microphones, and so now I have the microphone placed right here, and as you can probably see, it's very, very discreet, especially when you're wearing black, since the microphone transmitter is black. So I'm just gonna go ahead and tap this. You might be able to hear that, but yeah, this is kind of cool. Now, I don't know if there's any way to really control the gain on the microphone itself. I'll have to read through the instructions some more to check it out. I just wanted to kind of get a first impression and see how this works and how it sounds and how simple it is to just plug in and use. So that's what I'm using right now. I have the X3 built-in transmitter microphone hooked up. The receiver is plugged right into my OnePlus 12. And now I'm going to go ahead and plug it into my iPhone. This is my iPhone 14 Pro Max. So I'm going to switch out the receiver and use the Lightning receiver for this phone, and we'll see how it sounds. So let's do that. Well, I went ahead and switched up my phones, and so now I am filming with my iPhone 14 Pro Max. I have the Fulaim X3 the receiver right here. This is the Lightning receiver that will plug into my iPhone, but I just want to give you a quick bit of sample audio to hear what the built-in microphones of the iPhone sounds like in this space, so you can decide whether or not it makes sense to actually go ahead and get an external microphone for you. So, all right, let's go ahead and plug this in and see how it sounds. All right. Now I am filming with my iPhone 14 Pro Max again, but I am using the Fulaim X3 wireless microphone. One thing that's very, very cool is I did not have to do anything to resync it. All I had to do was just simply plug in the Lightning receiver and just hit the little yellow button on the transmitter. It paired right up and was just working. So that is very, very cool. Now there is one little hiccup, and that is that on the receiver, the port that plugs in it's not quite long enough to actually plug into my phone without having to take the case off. Sometimes you're able to actually plug in without having to take your phone case off because of the way that the port is designed. But unfortunately, I had to actually had to take my case off to do that, which is not something I like to do because I don't really want to walk around with a $1,200 or $1,400, $1,500, $2,000 smartphone naked without a case on it. So generally, I will buy a case that works with my microphones, or I will buy a microphone that works with my cases. but I will not just go naked because it's just too much of a risk with phones this expensive. So just be aware that if you have a thick case like an OtterBox or something, I'm currently using a mouse case and it didn't work for me. So yeah. All right. I did learn one thing about these receivers, and I want to try one other thing before we get out of here. So let me switch up. I'm going back to my Android phone. Now I'm back on my OnePlus 12 here, and the thing that I learned about this mic kit is that on the receiver, the yellow button is actually an output volume button, or it actually is a sort of a way to control the gain. And so there's only 3 steps, but I had it on step 3, which I guess is the loudest, and it was really just making my audio, I think, too loud with the original version with the Android. But Android phones, from what I've noticed, generally have more sensitive, preamps, I guess, inside. So you really need to turn down your gain levels if you're using an external microphone. Whereas the exact opposite on the iPhones. The iPhones seem to have sort of, softer, quieter, weaker preamps, maybe you want to say. And so when you plug in an external microphone to an iPhone, you have to really boost the gain up a bit. So anyways, all you have to do is push that button, cycle through, 1 step, 2 step, 3 step to get whatever you want. I have it set on step 1 right now, the lowest level, so I can see how this sounds, and hopefully it sounds pretty good. So anyways, again, this is the OnePlus Open with the Fulaim X3 microphone hooked into it on step level 1 as far as the gain. Well, I'm curious. I want to know what you think. I'm really curious to know what you think about the audio coming from these little microphones. They are small, they are lightweight, they are easy to use. You have the receivers that plug directly into your phones, whether it be a USB-C phone or a Lightning phone. I want to know what you guys think. I'm curious to know if you think they sound good, if they sound better than the built-in microphones. There's definitely one advantage that I didn't really test here, and that is you can use these at a distance. So I'm at a fairly close range to my cameras here, but if I was filming and I needed to walk away a little bit, or if I was across the room, or even if I just wanted to make sure that I had 2 people mic'd up, this kit right here is going to do really nice because I'll be able to get a little bit of distance between myself and the camera, and I'll be able to have a microphone on myself and say a second person, or if I was filming 2 individuals, I could mic both of them up and they'll have the sound coming through, both of them sounding good and equal as far as being a distance away from the camera. So there you go. All right, well, I'm going to leave links to this down below in the video description so that you can check it out and see all the specs and pick one up if you're interested. I'm also going to leave links to my Amazon page and my social media contacts so you can reach me elsewhere. And I hope you enjoyed seeing this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, and please subscribe to this channel and follow me on Instagram. And I am Larry with Today I Feel Like. Thanks for coming back to see me. Come back and see me soon. And until next time, love, peace, and hair grease. Peace.